What's happening, Free? GG Green, how you doing today? Hello from LA. Queen Cosetta, Little Rock. I tell you, what's good for the goose must not be good for the gander. And peace to everybody that's had to go through all this water. Because that's part of the infrastructure problem. I'm not sure exactly why infrastructure is so big and so high on all of these politicians' checklists now when it wasn't 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. What did they think was going to happen? You keep building houses. You keep putting people in areas. We keep having the weather that we're going to have. This water's not going to have anywhere to go eventually. Mike Duggan said some dumb shit about Detroit can only take 3 inches of water every 24 hours. Detroit, surrounded by water, but you can only take in 3 inches of rain every 24 hours. Why hasn't anybody redone that infrastructure? They got 8 inches in 6 hours. America is folding its tent right now. It's absolutely crumbling. 3 inches in 24 hours? Come on, bro. And I know he's only been the mayor 1 term. He's going for his 2nd term and whatever. But why wasn't that on your priority list? I mean, I realized he had to get the bag in order. He had to get all the real rich, wealthy business people in order, getting the dollars pointed his way, getting them access, getting them resources so they could do business in the city of Detroit, then get his bag, secure his bag. Now it looks like he done secured his bride. He done secured his bride, who was his side piece when he was married, and we didn't get no investigation on that. See, when Kwame cheated, there was an investigation. When Duggan cheated, we didn't get nothing. It was quiet. Nobody said shit. And he did crazy Mac moves with his side piece. His side piece running for some shit. He did a fundraiser for her. Married, but put on a big fundraiser for his side piece. And at that point, his wife was like, fuck you. She probably knew he was cheating already, but that level of disrespect to put that huge fundraiser on for her, now they're getting married. So he obviously had enough of Mrs. Duggan at the time, and he didn't give a fuck, and his side piece was putting that cussy on him. And when she put that cussy on him, he was like, oh, I'll do the fundraiser. Oh, I'll do it. And he did that fundraiser. And then Mrs. Duggan said, I'm filing for divorce. No investigation, not like Kwame. Now Kwame out. Now he got a new fiance. Now they want to talk about that. They don't want to let the man live his life. Won't live his life. That infidelity shit, boy, it hit different when it's one of y'all. That infidelity shit hit different when it's one of y'all. And this infrastructure shit is hitting different because it's hitting different in all the black cities. Well, I guess we can still consider Detroit a black city, even though it's not really run by black people. And it's not run for black people. Black people just getting danced around. We just getting danced around by all the gentrifiers and the hipsters. What's happening, Sue? What'd you say, Gigi? Gigi done jumped in the conversation quick. You think they telling people that so people will buy up the hood and other people? Well, I don't understand your question. People are already buying it up. You talking about white people? Oh, so less people will buy up the hood. What people are we speaking of? We gotta. I don't know exactly which angle you're coming from. It says you think they're telling people that, so less people will buy up the hood. What people? What less people? Black folks? We don't have enough black folks that's looking to buy up the hood. And see, you got to understand. Yes. So here's the thing. Duggan wants white people. He wants white people to invade Detroit. He wants white people to gentrify Detroit. Why do you think all of a sudden knocking all these houses down? When they put these houses back, these houses won't be the same houses that black folks are living in. They're going to be them square structures, them multi-squares, look like Lego houses. Some of them going to be these storage container type shits. See, it's going to be different. These houses are getting leveled. They're not going to put new bungalows back up. Nah, they ain't going to do that. He wants white money in the city. He wants white money in the city. He's shown that. He's not opening up any resources for black people to really flourish in the city. You know, all these little grants they give them for to open up these small businesses and shit. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. Black people are always gonna open up a business. They always gonna get an idea and open up a business. What about the people living in the city? Can they afford to go to said business? I mean, I get these brothers and sisters, you know, doing the arcades and this and that and the other stuff. But see, the problem with that, having stuff like that in the hood is good. But when Dave and Buster say you can come play all day for $20, they can't survive on that. You can't run a business on that. If Dave and Buster say, come on out here for $20 all day long, that small black arcade cannot hold that weight. Sorry, y'all, that's my Bluetooth. Somehow this radio done reprogrammed itself and it cuts off and then cuts back on. I don't know exactly what that's about. And I'm not pulling it up out of here. The motherfucking truck's too old. So when I get a new radio, there'll be a new vehicle wrapped around it. Sue's on YouTube. How's it looking on the YouTube side, Sue? Yeah, see, black businesses can do, but they can't do everything that these white businesses are doing. And the businesses that they're pulling into Detroit, the white-owned franchises, the mom and pops can't hold up to these white-owned franchises, and they know that. And they can't afford that rent in that corridor where white people are coming to go to games and concerts and shows and shit like that. Their businesses are in the hood. White people ain't going off in the hood to eat. They gonna stay right on the main drags. They're not dipping off like they used to. They don't have to. I don't know why it does it. Ever since I had to get this battery charged, when it reset, it does this shit like every 20 minutes. Maybe not, maybe a little longer. It's crazy shit. Boy, this Swans motherfucker. I think that Swans driver, I think this motherfucker used to sell dope, because this motherfucker be on you. He be on you. Coming through, be there at 12:58, 122. What? I'm like, come on, man. I do need some of that teriyaki chicken. I'm going to get some of that teriyaki chicken. I've had a taste for teriyaki recently. It's a certain flavor. Maybe I can give me some teriyaki wings tomorrow. I think Powell's does the wings tomorrow. I don't know. I might have to cancel them because they said they done went up on their wings. And I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if there's a chicken shortage. I don't give a fuck if there's a farm shortage. Unless it's a black farm. I'm not buying no fucking chicken drumette for $1. I might do 50 cents. I might do 75, but I'm not doing $1. That's demoralizing. What's happening, Sister Kim? I see they let Cliff Huxtable go. Brother Ted. What's happening with y'all? Thank you. That YouTube is looking good. Thank you, Sue. Because I'm going to get to moving in a second here, so I want to see how the stream going to go. If there's somebody checking in from Facebook, let me know if Facebook buffers. If somebody's checking in from YouTube, let me know YouTube buffering. If it's Haps, then let me know Haps is buffering. Haps controls most of the shit, but I want to see if anybody else's shit is going to buffer. And once again, I appreciate you checking in, Gigi. You never been on the stream, and you jump right in the chat room. That's what I'm talking about, that digital thumbprint. That's what we need. We need that activity. You know, free keeps the chat rooms going, welcoming people in, out, and whatever. But we need people to talk in these sessions because this is how we get things done. Thank you, anonymous Facebook user. Appreciate you. Let me see if the music can come back on. Now Schwan say they got some new bacon they want me to try. I don't want that bacon. I like the bacon we get. So Kwame gets out, says he wants to preach, doesn't want to go into politics. There's a problem with that. Kwame gets out, says he has a new love in his life, looks as happy as he's ever been. He looks a whole lot happier than he looked when he was with, what was her name, Carlita? Or the other one with the long neck. What was his chief of staff name? He didn't look happy as he looks right now with either one of them, and he had a wife and a side piece. So what was they doing wrong? How come Kwame looks so happy now? Nah, Kwame killed Patrick. Kwame killed Patrick. He was our black shining prince. They got a tad bit too arrogant. I'm going to still call it the way I call it. I mean, you know, I love the brother, but he was too arrogant on his shit. Kwame could have motherfucking died as mayor. That's how much Detroit loved Kwame. And fuck ever being president, he'd have been more powerful than the president. If he'd have brought the auto industry all the way back, bring the tech industry in, and every now and then get a winning sports team to come through this bitch, Kwame would have died mayor. Because see, at that point, black people doing their thing. Because he was going to make sure black people got homes, not renting, owning in the city of Detroit. Kwame would have also been great for us with reparations. Now I don't know if Kwame going to push for reparations for us. Because if he gets up in the ministry, that means he's getting up with the nonprofits. And if you get up with the nonprofits, you can't talk politics. See, there's strategic shit with this religion. When you get to a 501c3, you can't really talk politics no more. They'll snatch your shit away. So that's why they like all these black preachers to be a nonprofit, be a nonprofit. Then they know they're a non-factor. We can make you a non-profit, then we'll make you a non-factor, nigga. That's what they do. Now, as you see, I'm moving now, so let me know if my signal gets janky. Let me know if my signal gets janky. Totally forgot that damn fan. Till I needed it. See, there you go again. Music gone. Music gone. Just stops. Just stops when it gets ready. Tired of that. So anyways, if they make him get all up into the nonprofit shit, we won't hear Kwame talk about politics. He already said he was getting away from politics. Now, hopefully that doesn't mean that he won't be an advisor. He won't be a consultant. That he won't be a positive voice to black politicians to advocate on black people. We need that. We still need Kwame in this political space. He might not run for elected office, but we need him in this political space. You know, if they want to talk all that shit, we got, for every Kwame Kilpatrick, there's 20 fucking white, now I was going to say Republicans, not even Republicans. Come on, dog. Turn your fucking car. You bad driving motherfucker. Jesus Christ. That's why I hate getting out here. I used to love driving. I used to really cherish driving. I hate this shit now. And now you got motherfuckers that wasn't out here driving every day. They back out here, they out of practice. Now you got a rusty driver, you got a new driver, and then you got me, who's been out here every day, so I done seen it. I'll catch that comment in a second. I thought I was gonna miss that light. I ended up hitting it. They painted that whole bus. They painted that whole bus pink for Debbie Crispin. Debbie Crispin. I think she's gay. Somebody told me she was gay, and she did a lot for pride people and all that. I wonder if she gives them loans. She give preferential treatment to gay people? She give them loans? See, you can do all that symbolic shit if you want to, but if you really ain't helping me, my credit's a little light, but I'm gay. Can you get me approved? See, if you really can't move my fucking needle, what difference does it make whether I got pride, proud, LGBTQIAP? It does not matter. If it's just a symbol, doesn't matter. Okay, good to know. When I do my live in the car too. All right. So you are a content creator. Awesome. Yeah, when you move and you lose a signal, you may lose halves. It's not that I think it's them. We don't stick around long. And the crazy thing is, if it's shooting through YouTube and all that, yeah, they drop off too. When the shit comes back, it comes back like it's still rolling. Like I'll come back and be like 3 hours later. Like the stream never stopped, but it had stopped. It had totally been off the air. But it'll come back and show you in the screen like you still recording. You don't be really recording, so don't say nothing. I already look stupid for the both of us. What you say, Free? And appreciate the donations. I'm not sure who did that. I appreciate the donations. Thanks for supporting. Now I'm down by the jail right now. How's the signal being down by the jail? Usually it dip out a little bit sometimes. Is that Dorian? No, it's not Dorian. It's good to see everybody in good spirits today. So they let Cliff up. Wow. I mean, I'm glad the man's out of jail, but I'm probably not going to leave a post about it, or if I do, it'll be satirical. But I'm glad to see that he's out of jail. Most 83-year-old men don't need to be in jail. They could have did some house arrest shit on him, some type of public confinement. He didn't need to be in there with murderers and all kinds of shit. And I've doubted, I ain't gonna lie. I don't speak about it a lot, but I've doubted that Bill ever raped anybody. I think Bill was just in that Hollywood lifestyle, and they was pill popping and pill dropping and doing all that drugging. I don't believe he maliciously did anything to anybody. And all his supposed rapes, nobody ever got pregnant, nobody ever got diseases, nobody ever had like issues and shit with their body to where they came forward. Like, you go to a doctor and be like, oh man, this looks like you had either some rough sex or you were raped. All these years. And they convicted him on shit, I mean, they had fucking charges like the day after Rosa Parks didn't get up on the fucking bus. They had shit way back then. They convicted him on some like pre-civil rights movement charges and shit. The I Spy case. What the fuck? But he's out now, so ain't much for me to talk about. I didn't lobby for it while he was in there. I'm not gonna lobby for him now that he's out. He's out. They said it was unfair. We knew that. You ain't got one person with no real credible evidence, and then you had a woman come out and say, I lied to help them get the conviction. How the fuck you gonna let that happen? I lied so they get the conviction. Good. We had a good Washington and Stadium. I'm hitting the fort. Be pressing so I can get to the light. I ain't had no buffering yet. Uh-oh. Sound is buffering badly. Wow. Okay. So I was going down Washington. So somewhere in that the retail, all the way up to probably what's that, Arlington there, Sheridan, whatever that is. So now I'm back. I'm in front of Tappan now. Tappan St. Francis. Sorry I had to move and shit. I had to get over here, though. Up, see? See? Just lost music again. It's on some weird-ass funky timer. And I don't know who would time a radio to do that. The crazy thing is, it's never done it when I've been on a phone call. It only does it when the music's playing. I don't know. Man, why would you do that? What if I was going to accelerate? People are doing this Amazon truck. He's trying to find an address, and people are whipping around him. The guy just whipped in front of me, and he really didn't have to. He could have just waited because the Amazon truck, all he did was slow down, probably just get a gander of the address and sped back up. But they cut me off. And what if I was accelerating right then? I'd have ran right into him. Bad drivers, man. Bad drivers will get you every time. This is not a good time to hit me. Everything is back on point. Good. You know, made them involuntary moderators. So it's all good. If it's good on Hampton, it's probably good on everybody else too. Real talk. Yeah, man, this infrastructure shit. Just like I had a partner. He said he was working during the presidential shit. He actually worked for Bloomberg shit, and he said he saw all the papers on the state of Michigan. And the state of Michigan, he was like, "Yeah, Flint's bad, but it ain't the worst." So there's worse water in Michigan than Flint. Bitch, move. You got in front of me. You got in front of me because you wanted to be whatever. And then you're going to sit there with the light. And I see she got kids in the back. So she probably paying attention to the kids, getting the kids organized. I get all that. But that's why you don't stay in this lane. You get over in that lane. That's the soccer mom lane. This is the empty car grandpa lane. Yeah, Flint does not have the worst water. That's scary to know that there could be worse water systems out there than Flint, and nobody's talking about it. When they gonna pay them people? They had a settlement, but who got paid? Detroit's bad. Detroit's bad, but they also got some shit on the west side of the state that is scary. Your Kalamazoo's, your Benton Harbors, scary. And ain't nobody checking for them people because mostly it's poor black people. Telling you, man. And then when you get a black politician, there's so much on his fucking plate, he can't even go for the real shit. He's constantly affordable housing, public housing, police reform. It's on that same robotic shit. I don't give a fuck if I can't afford the house. I don't give a fuck if the house is in a public housing. Do I got brown water? I can't use brown water. I can't cook with it. I can't bathe with it. We can't drink it. So I got brown water. This bitch can be free. If it's free and I'm drinking brown water, I'm going to die anywhere. I don't care how much it costs. Yeah, when they switched it. When they switched the systems, that was under Dick Snyder. When Dick Snyder switched the systems, and they told him there was going to be a fallout with it. That's why there needs to be some motherfucking murder charges. They told him we're going to have problems if we do this shit. You got to read up on it, Free. He fucked with the systems. With telling you, where do you think I'm going, dog? This person's like got up in the middle of the lane like he was gonna go around me. Where you going? We're all moving 20 miles an hour right now. Yeah, we dealing with infrastructures and infidelities. Infrastructures and infidelities. So if this went through good, because truthfully, after today or tomorrow, I really won't even be coming this side of town unless I'm possibly getting something to eat. So truthfully, oh, you know what? My grandson plays on this side of town. If they ever have a fucking game. Supposed to have a game today and the motherfuckers rained out. Now the weather's perfect. So yeah. I know that I can do that, and I know it's gonna get fucked up right in there in the Arbor Hills Retail Plaza, all the way to over to the Devonshire area, neighborhoods and all that shit. And other than that, it's been good. He free because he white and he rich. Shit. Case closed. Next. So yeah, when I do the trek back, I'm gonna go another route. When I do the trek back east, I'm gonna go another route because I got something else to talk about. Not as political, but it is political. We got to stop being clowns out here, folks. I mean, take the makeup off too, but yeah, we're going to talk about that too. I'm going to go from Lil Nas to Stephen A. Smith. Fuck it.